Okay, folks, in this video, we're going to talk a little bit about I believe history can be set with the Sabres this season. Coming up. Now, I might be wrong about this. I don't think I am. I wrote down just a little thing here. It's not going to be a long one, folks. Owen Power, Rasmus Dahlin. Would it not be the first time in history two defensemen drafted first overall would pair together on a hockey team? Would that not be the first time in history? I mean, I'm pretty sure. I'm right saying that. I'm pretty sure because I was thinking about it. I didn't really research it. I mean, the only thing I can think of with that is really McDavid and who was I thinking of? Nugent Hopkins. I mean, I think that's. I know they were number one picks and they've played together on the same line at certain points, here and there. And yes, sometimes and no, sometimes yes. Because I watch the Oilers games. Would that not be like I wouldn't say that, you know? It just as I'm thinking back during the lottery era. It has to be. It has to be that this would be the first time two defensemen have played together, paired up together, that were number one overall picks in the draft. And I'm pretty sure I'm right saying that. And if that is so, that is really, we're kind of watching history in the making when these two pair up eventually. I mean, it will be interesting to see, guys. I mean, it's going to be very interesting to see that, you know, I mean, of course, I'm sure Yoki Haru will get most of the time, but there will come times where Power, when he's called, I believe he's going to play some games this year, late in the season, will come up and play some time with Dahlin, which would be amazing to see. And a little exciting. I know it's been a bit of a crappy year for us again, of course, but at the same time, wouldn't that be something to kind of see history in the making? Nobody's really talking about that anywhere. Just something that kind of went through my head. I believe it was Dan sent me an email just talking about trades and stuff, and then it rolled in my head about Power and Dahlin, and I was thinking, first overall, lottery win, you know, like, has that ever happened with defensemen? I don't believe it has. Even without the lottery, I'm thinking this. Number one overall picks are hard to come by, let alone have two of them in the same position, except us in Edmonton, you know? So, looking at that, I think that would be kind of exciting. Like, you know, it would be kind of cool when we see that happen, to see here they are, two of our top players that are probably going to be here for the next decade. And these guys eventually might become two of the top best defensemen in the entire game. It's possible, for sure possible. Owen Power shows all the tools, guys, of a stud defenseman that we're going to have for a long time here. And we all know Dahlin's capabilities too. So like when these guys finally groom in as veterans one day, it would be interesting to see what these guys are playing like when he's 27 and he's 24. And like, I'd just like to know, like, see it with my own eyes, exactly how this works out. So hopefully I'll live to see it. It'd be nice. And, you know, like with Edmonton, like they had Connor McDavid and, and Nugent Hopkins he really kind of never panned out, I should say, as a number one overall pick. Not really. He's a steady guy. He's good. At a reasonable cap hit, you'll notice. That's something we should learn. They got that one right with Nugent Hopkins. And over there, that, you know, it's just not as possibly the impact that these two defensemen would have on the Sabres eventually when we grow up and become these guys become young men and then veterans. And to have these two guys leading the way, it just is very interesting to think of. One of those things that was just rolling in my head I wanted to share with you guys, because it's, I believe it's the first time. And I didn't look back at it. I should have researched it, but I just trust my mind once in a while before researching. And I was thinking, no, I can't remember. Defensemen don't go first overall very often. And I'm talking number one overall picks, not top three or not top two, number one. Has there ever been a team in NHL, I'll leave it with you guys, has there ever been a team in NHL history that's had 2 first overall picks, defensemen, pair up together for an NHL game? Ever. One of those things that makes my head go, it's one of those things. So that's it. I just wanted to have a little chat about that. Maybe we can get I can get some feedback on that with other forwards in the league, even forwards. I'm thinking, because there's a lot, that happens. But really, did anybody really get more number 1 picks than us in Edmonton recently? Multiple. Like Pittsburgh. There's some, but it's rare. It's really rare. Because to be honest, most teams get these picks and develop a team. We've been struggling, so we got more of them. Let's hope that this time around, these picks work out and we have a really solid team in about 3-4 years. That's shooting for like a deep run. That's this guy's hopes. So that's it. I just wanted to throw that out there. I'll leave it with you guys, because I'm sure if I missed something or I'm forgetting something, you'll point it out, because I can't think of anybody else but RNH and McDavid and these 2 here in Buffalo. I really can't, because I do believe Malkin, was not number 1. That was Ovechkin, right? That was the Ovechkin year, I believe, right? And Ovechkin went number 1, Malkin number 2. I'd have to look back. I'm confused right now. I'd have to look back. It's just an interesting stat. Okay, I'm blabbing. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a great night. And I will come up with, I know I got some videos out. I'm going to jump on those tomorrow. See you then.